Or my peak is 2019. Okay. I won't be tricked. Lock it in. Let's go. Act like chess makes you happy. It doesn't. Spoiler alert. Okay. I'll target you. You targeted? Yeah, like that maneuver, huh? No, I can't check. I can't check. I can't check. Ah. It's an interesting strategy to leave your queen sitting there. Now your queen's going to move, right? Fuck. I can get your rook. I, of course, love that. Taking so long. You're killing me, and I was starting my stream. But we'll give it a shot here. See, that's so badly misplayed. It's so bad. It's so bad. All right, getting the stream started. No more excuses for time management or poor play. Let's go. It does add some drama to the content. It's terrible for our chess and overall habits to do the shit I do on stream, but what's life without some fun? What's a life with no fun, girl? Don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours. We both know. They don't get you like I will. Only wishes I die real, cause those truth hurts and those lies heal. You can't sleep, think they lie still, so you cry still. Tears all in your pillowcase. Big girls all get a little taste, huh? Show me your way, so I give it space. Dealing with the heart that I didn't break. I'll be there for you. I will care for you. I'll be thinking you just don't know. Try to run from that, say you're done with that. On your face, girl, it just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. And all that baggage just ain't as heavy. And the party's over, baby, don't forget me. We'll change the pace and we'll just go slow. You won't never have to worry. You'll never have to hide. You've seen all my mistakes, so look me in my eyes. That's a great move. I don't know if it's the best move, but see, let me explain it to you. I'm threatening. Your piece can't move in a manner that threatens my shit. Talking a little too much crap and not quite playing enough chess here. Yeah. Oh, well. And here we are. I'll still try to get in there. I'm assuming you're going here. Yeah. I predict the future. Aside from talking crap when I should be calculating, predicting the future is one of my many talents. Gosh darn it, Dayton. Now all the right moves are coming. You bastard. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get lazy. It's very lazy. So how do you say that, Paul? No. I don't understand what your thoughts are on the subject, enemy. You're just going to give me some hope, which I'm grateful for. I wouldn't decline hope. No sane person would, even atheists that make it, don't lose their minds. Generally have some hope. And that's why I do too. Can I reunite my pawns? It's a happy reunion. Very happy reunion. It's not like one of those lame high school reunions. God, I've got to go. You haven't seen these people in forever. Just suck it up, honey. No, anytime my pawns get reconnected, it's a happy time. And that's right where I want to be. Look at those happy pawns. My pawns have never had a bad day in their lives. That's not true. Boy, that is so not true. Okay. So let's go here. I can run from you, can I? Can't I run? Yeah, you probably should put there first. I might be host. Maybe not. Oh, shit. Really focus. This is going to be a good one to review. I'm going to win, but boy, I've kind of fucked myself too. When I say fuck myself, what I mean is I fucked myself, but I didn't get punished for it. So I blew the lead. The opponent did not emerge victorious, which is part of life. How about that pawn for me? And how about another check? Could I get it? Ooh! When I was learning how to play chess. Okay, let's start reviewing our games. How about that? So we don't waste our life. Oh, it's okay, Nova. Sorry. I think my dog was sleeping. Sorry, baby. She's a good dog. You gonna run it? Dayton, you're mistreating your animal. Sticking her in a booth. This booth is pretty spacious. It's noise canceling, so she's happy. And some dogs live in shelters. We walk by the river at least once a day. Ooh, and I called it out. I know I made great moves. Why do I even evaluate? Now that's lazy. I got overconfident, didn't anticipate +2. The knight can move in a manner that defends that piece and attacks mine. That's bullshit. And I pinned my rook to my king. Not a technical pin. No, I beat Beth Harmon. Take that, Beth. That's another thing to watch for. I used to have a checklist when I was learning because it was COVID and I really had all day to do it. Also, I was younger, so it was cooler to take risk. Oh wow, he's shooting for the stars. Look at him. He'll probably fail, but young people do that shit. Now I'm 30, and when I talk to women at bars, my family's the best family ever, so they're supportive. Or some friends that are more conservative. Yeah, how you liking dealing cards? I told you I was doing a YouTube video. Yeah, but you're dealing cards too, right? What an why would you do that to me? Why can't you just be kind about it? Just to confirm that I'm not making a living off of content. They have to take little shots like that. It's why a lot of people who do something different, I'm not going to say successful, but just who are creative or do anything that's out of the ordinary, don't have a lot of friends. Because I don't hate my friends. I don't think anyone's bad. They just started families and I haven't. So they see that and it's different. But I will still continue to isolate and play chess because it makes me happyish. Also, I was at Applebee's. I need to stop telling stories just when I lose track of time. Okay. And there were some gentlemen. Like he was a decent singer, but he wouldn't shut up, and it annoyed me a lot. But he was talking about growing up in a hard part of St. Louis, and St. Louis is pretty well. I think St. Louis is great, but if you didn't know and you're not from big cities, you would think it's way more rough than other big cities. Let's put it that way. He was talking about just the shit that he went through as a kid, and that's why I'll never be mean to someone who's different than me, and I can tell very clearly they're not bullshitting. You know, their life was actually very difficult. Yeah. So you. Oh no, the bitch. Ah 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 ah. That's the best move, right? Let's see how it can be. We're talking about gunshots and not just difficult mental health situations, like my life could be over type situations. Huh? Okay, now I'll simply slide. And now it's blocked. I better save story time for another day. I can't keep spending this much of my life on online chess. What'd you do? What kind of a move is that? That's just a waste. What are you doing? What's your plan with that? You want a queen on the edge? It's completely irrelevant. It's yours. Go ahead. Okay, so if I take it, and you take it, and I push, then you go. I guess I can't though. I can do that. Okay, let's speed it up. Speed. Speed it up. I'm going here. Huh? If you take, you can't do much to pin. You don't have time. I'll mate you. Lock in. I'll be protecting. So the idea is white for when I'm explaining, I like to kind of pretend my opponent or assume my opponent is not this good, which is not a great chess player, but for online, it's not bad. It's like top 0.3 to 5 percentile. 0.3 to 5, not 3 to 5. Like decimal. But when I'm explaining, most people at my level are playing more than they watch. I know I watched a lot of content when I was learning. That shit works. Ooh, that would have been sexy. That's still going to be sexy. No. See, I'm seeing shit, man. I need to go to a doctor. Not because I'm ill or necessarily unhappy. I just played way too much online chess. It's hurting my head. Say it hurts your head. If you say it hurts your brain, even if you mean it, that's when people start calling for second opinions on your mental health and stuff. Okay, so let's go here. Let's dodge the bullet. Then let's run away from danger. Huh? Notice your bishop's in the way. Take it. So even if you're going through a mental health crisis, say your head hurts. Hey, it's my ibuprofen. The day continues, you don't lose a job. One of the reasons I like chess, I can sit there and rub my head. I can make faces. What's going on with them? No one cares. Everyone's focusing. Leave me alone. In the corporate world or this during the COVID era in any venue, now he's about to do something. No, just calculating. And I might not be. I might be contemplating a way out. And I'm just, I don't need that. Suicide's not funny. It's really not funny. My point is, you can't judge me. Okay, the story, yeah. Those guys at Applebee's, they were talking about just ridiculously bad things that happened to them growing up. And it's one of the reasons I joke about mental health. I'm a bad mental health advocate. But I'm a bad mental health advocate because of good intentions. I think people approach it stupidly. I don't want moms to go to their sons' funerals. And I feel a lot more for young men, as most of society does. No one cares once you're a man what happens to you. I mean, it's just the truth. When the world or business people are mean to a man, it's tough love. Tough love. Adversity. Generally speaking, when something bad happens to a woman, what are you doing, man? Hey. But those guys at Applebee's were talking about gunshots, and you're from like age 13, and women go through that too, of course. But how it made them better people, how it makes them have less sympathy. And if someone like that told me I'm being a little bitch, complaining about my problems, I might say something back. I'm not just going to take it. But overall, I'm not going to get mad over it because I have Uber driven. Kind of selfishly for that reason. I want to hear it from them. I don't want to hear it from a straight white male or multiple straight white males who grew up like I did. It's so important to listen and diversity. I'm like, look at your fucking board. Look at your fucking board. It's all Caucasian. So I want to see it. I want to hear it. I didn't necessarily hope the following would happen. But I've had people point down the road. That's where gunshots happen. That's where my friend died. Like, damn. My friends, we hung out in the home I lived in mostly growing up was 3 stories.
a very nice area, had a pool. We did Olympics around the neighborhood. And if there was a dispute or someone tackled someone too hard in football or touch turn in a tackle, there might have been a little scrap. And it's over. No one's shooting anybody. And I've met people, not the majority of my rides, of course, but a few. That's not the case. And though mental health is real, mental illnesses are real and genetic things, I do think gratitude solves a lot of problems. And my middle ground is for people who are not qualified just to not talk about it, which I think would be the most realistic solution. I think trying to get people to change their mind. Hey, just because Britney Spears was rich doesn't mean she didn't have problems. Like, yeah, that sounds nice and it's the truth. But the reality is most old time thinkers, like back in my day, people, they'll nod their head. They'll have their people officer write a little article, but unless their own kid has went through some shit, nah, they're fake as fuck. That's my Applebee's story. And we are, what am I at now? I'm in 1984. Okay, let's get this done. Get this done, Dayton. Lock it in. What does that say? It's an uninspiring move? The Bianchetto, is that what the robot thought? Yep. Yeah. So I'm seeing those things, and that's really all you got to do at this level. You got to see those. I miss a lot. To an amateur, let's say a bad amateur, I'm an amateur, or a beginner. Here you go. No, you can get out if you want to, but come back here in some runs, man. I'll be right with you. Yeah, you can stay in too if you want. I look really good. There are a lot of holes in my game. Yeah, and I got sloppy at the end, but I knew it was going on time. Or mate. Okay. 1984. Oh, Canada. Canadian people are great besides Peter. Peter is hateful, or he has been hateful. Everyone can change, see? They didn't practice what you preached. Talking about Hans Niemann deserving a second chance or a first chance. He didn't do anything. Talking about your stuff with corporate America. Don't be like them. You're right. Peter's behaving like an asshole. I don't know if he is one or not. Yeah, I guess double him. Fine. Because you can't really push. I'll take away your horsey. What the hell is that? Your bishop's a good minute from doing anything on this diagonal, so let's just protect our pawns peacefully. And now I can also, okay. Also, this is pinned. Boop. That's why you don't want to mess up your pawns early. Even if you get what a robot thinks is an advantage, if you're not very good, I would say better than me, you need to not do that. Different types of pawn structures aren't always bad, and there are ways they can become good. That's where you better be. I mean, you better be reading books and shit. It gets really complicated. See, I don't know where I want to take my horse yet. It's gonna have to gallop somewhere. Triple your pawns. Be good. Those are my types of pawns if I'm playing against them. I like the tripled kind. Do I enjoy some triple pawns? It's been triple pawns, you're right. You're still no good at chess, though. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go there, then there, probably. I don't see an immediate plan for my knight if I don't do that. If I go that direction, I don't know. I don't know where I would want to be. That's why we're here. Where do I want to be here? I don't know yet. I think I want to be there. My queen there. And then there. And I'm going to put a lot of heat on that. Yeah, now I also am able to kind of attack that pawn. Or at least make you think about it. And decent anticipation by you, though. Until now. See, those are critical moves that 2000. As you can see, chess gets harder. These aren't. Better move was probably there, but I don't really feel like messing with it. Oh, shit. No, that's a great move. It's a great move because of the pin. It's a great move. You can't touch it. Hashtag instincts. Hashtag instincts. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay. Now I'm going. Solidify that, and now I'm going. Get the fuck out of here. Now I'm going, and now I'm here. No. No, now I'm there. Now I slide, now I push, now I'm there. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. I'll keep pushing, and I'll just keep right on pushing. Push, 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 push. What is that? Fine. Lock in, dude. Oh, I'm winning online chess games here. I'm not trying to be perfect. Yeah, shit. See, those knight moves in the end game are important, especially when we're newer. And I'm new in the scheme of learning a complicated skill. I'm like 4 years in, and really 2 to 3 years of serious commitment. But those are the little ones you got to get right. The knight maneuvers in the end game, especially when it's an obvious one, like the pawns suck. So sometimes when there's double pawns, they're clogging shit up. So when your piece is attacked, there's not really anywhere it can go to defend the pawns. It's attacked. It has to move. Everything's clogged up. So I'm threatening it. It can't threaten one of my pieces when it moves, and it can't defend the pawn. Boom! I take the pawn. Like I gotta see that shit in bullet chess with time running down. And this is blitz chess, and I had plenty of clock. That's the type of stuff that concerns me, and that's also the type of stuff that though I didn't get it right, I'm way ahead of my competition. who started late or even kids who are learning. Because too many people, they try to figure it out. Yeah, that one. When was my mistake? Whenever the first rook. Yeah, that one. Here. Has to be. Because you move. You can't move there. Which, even if that pawn weren't there, my knight's cutting it. So this pawn is here. You keep, even if it were, like, even if the pawns weren't, the way I said, which are plugging up the center, I'm here. It's quick. It's automatic. You can't check your way out. It's over. Take the pawn. Your center's going to fall apart even more. And I have a piece. One thing at a time. At most two. I would say one focus point that is new or harder or a bigger weakness, and then one you're revisiting from the past that you've been struggling with recently in your games. So it's not like it's brand new where it's burning that much of your brain, but no more than two. And then move on to the next ones. Where it gets overwhelming is when people try to just improve their whole game, even if they have a good plan. It's too many at once. I need to work on time. And in the end game, it doesn't matter if I have 10 seconds or 3 minutes. I cannot do that shit. I have to see the obvious stuff. Knight threatens. You have to move. I have time to take. It's obvious. I should be looking for that before the opponent even makes that mistake. It's just a common thing. And people say, "Oh, I can never get this much more elo." Blah blah blah. They don't break it down the way I broke down how to learn. No. You're not trying to get 200 elo. You're trying to get better at maybe that in the end game with little clock. Seeing 1 2. It's 1 2. Boom. Do it. There's maybe at the lower levels 100 elo. It could be at my level. Of course, it's harder to improve much because my rating's much higher. And then preserving your bishop pair. There's 20 elo. It's all little things that eventually lead to a big rating boost. But most people don't look at it that way. And right now, my big thing is just focus. I liked chess when I started. I still like it, but it's become more of a chore. I need to play over the board, which means I can't keep spiraling my online rating. But I know my blitz, like if I had to guess my blitz ability, once I've really found the sweet spot and I've played enough to know, I would have to think I'm slightly over 2100 online. I'm pretty confident if I just grinded blitz like I did rapid for another month and didn't work, which sucks, but again, white kids have the advantage. I can get my blitz to about 21, let's say 21-19. But I don't care. It doesn't matter. Captain Kurt! I'm just stalling, man. I'm ranting and hopes you join. You read my mind. All the way from Belgium. Man, do we have a connection. But I will to try to do what I intended to do. I had a great plan. I had it written down. Don't touch online chess at all until 2026. That way I can focus on over the board. I can read books. I can attend lectures, enjoy life. And then my ability will be so much stronger in every facet of the game when I return to online chess, which is where views are, where the money potential is. It's unfortunate, but that's how the world works now with social media. No one cares unless you can broadcast it to the internet. But I would return in 2026 a different man, a changed athlete. The chess gods baptized me in their holy water. They brought me out and said, "This is the one. This is the one." The one what? Is he become a grandmaster? No. Anyone can learn to do this shit. This is the one. So is he going to be any good? Probably not, but he's good enough. He's good enough. This is our chess apprentice. Oh, thank you. And I'll just put on a clinic after 6 months of loneliness over the board. But at work, I tried to play an unrated blitz game. This is true. I think it was last Tuesday, probably. So it hasn't even been a week. It was Tuesday or the Tuesday before that. I think it was just the most recent Tuesday. I thought it was unrated. I didn't have enough time on my break, so I didn't know if I'd finish the game. I selected unrated, and it turns out I'm ready for you guys. We'll go walking. We'll go walking. Yes, ma'am. But it turns out when we click play on the app, I don't know if you can see it. So when we click play, like if we go here, I don't think we have the option to do unrated. We just have more time controls. So what we do, and I wouldn't call this a bug per se. It's not a bug, but I'd report it as a bug, which is why I don't have a QA tech job anymore. That's not going to work. That's a bug. Do you know how to fix it? I can fix that one. The other one's more complicated. Well, where are we going to get the bandwidth for that date? And where's the money? Where's the people? How many developers do we need? I'm like, I don't know. I explained the problem. These young people just explain problems. They don't have a solution. No, I want to be a part of the solution. This is fun. Hey, but if we fix every bug, we won't be needed and we'll get laid off. Oh, that's a shitty perspective on life. Bye. And that's what happened. So this isn't actually a bug. Like, it's probably working as expected. So what we do is we go to, do you have a pet? Yes, Captain Kurt, I do. Her name is Nova, a Pyrodor, which is a Pyrenees mixed with a Labrador Retriever. So we go to custom, and then we go to rated. Yeah, so I have it. Now it's rated again. Now it's not rated. And then we click play immediately from there. But if we change it to unrated, then go back to the main screen and click start game, it is not unrated. And I thought once we swiped it to unrated in the custom settings, until we switched that, kind of like the settings where we can choose the type of board we want to play on, pre-move options, etc. If we don't change those, that stays true forever. But not rated games, if I don't click play under the custom button, it switches back to rated. So I played a rated game, and that was when I was 2019. So I probably got someone that was quite a bit higher than where I'm at now, like at least 2,000. And I was walking back to my station as I was finishing, which I shouldn't be doing. I'm like, hurry up. And I just blew it, and I had the lead. And of course, then I was 2009, and it just spiraled out of control. Now I've got most of my rating back, and I just need to take it slow. Use Blitz to learn. What's the difference in 1992 and 2019 in the scheme of things? Who cares? Slow down. Get better every day. And reply to Captain Kurt. Kurt, did we finish our game? Maybe we did. Daily. Captain. Where you at, Captain? Let's look at our game, Kurt. Woo! Kurt, you want to play one live? If you do, challenge me unrated. This is a daily game. Yeah, Kurt. Going easy on me, blundering a rook for fun, for content. All right. Yeah, and here I can make that move. Okay, it likes the pawn move, but it's still not a problem. Because this check, there's nothing to fear. I hide, my rooks are covering the back rank. Your other check is now covered by my knight. Oh man, and you can't get to there because you're on a light square in one move, so I just am completely safe. Ooh. Captain Kurt is improving quickly. He's gonna try to take over the chess army like Julius Caesar did Rome. What was that guy's name? That was it Palpay or Palpai? We're not happy with how you've been running shit. The empire is ours now. That's what Kurt's going to do to me. But when you have an exceptional talent that you know will eventually blossom into something unbelievable that the original teacher cannot control, you take your chances and you just hope that Kurt never switches to the dark side or, God forbid, starts his own chess army and beats my ass. But even if he did, what's that saying? Train your people so good that they don't want to leave but could go to your competitor. It's something like that. That's how I feel about Kurt. I know I'll lose him. He's too good. Like Tom Brady's offensive lineman. We keep winning, so everyone wants the best lineman. They're going to give him. Can't pay them all. Kurt's going to go somewhere. He's destined for greatness. What was this one? Any close games? Didn't I lose this one to Max? No, that was the Curry Con one. I don't think I lost that one. This one I lost, though. Let's look at that. I thought I lost it. No, I didn't lose it. Who did I lose to? That one. It was two people that hadn't been playing recently, and they were both from India, so I got them confused. Dayton, what are you saying? You just bucket all people from India, all athletes from India in one category? That's what happens when you win Olympiads and have the world champion. So you're welcome for the compliment. We're not all the same, though. You're all pretty decent at chess, it seems. I won't apologize. Okay, so I played pretty poorly there, but I also messed up early and kind of shut down. Just fine for online chess, but it's a bad habit. Okay. Yeah, getting way too antsy with these stupid little traps. That's a good move there. I mean, it's hard for me to be as complimentary of moves in daily challenges because, well, first of all, you could be cheating, but also you have all day to look and think. Rapid chess strategist thriving on the thrill of quick mate matches, quick thinker and tactical explorer, always ready for a challenge. Let's connect and master the art of the game together. That's a great bio. I'm glad we're friends. Impressive bio. ChatGPT write that, huh? It's ChatGPT and robots playing your games for you too. Can I trust you? Okay, let's respond to these challenges here. Okay. Is it unrated, Captain? Is it unrated? Unrated? I'm pretty sure it pops up and tells me it's unrated. Make it blitz, please. Make it blitz, Captain. I'm tired. Friends. I'll do 5-minute blitz if you want. Challenge 5 minutes unrated. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Okay, let's do it. You been playing much lately, Captain? No, you're playing with that move, Captain. I feel like you just make moves like that sometimes for fun. Not saying I'm any type of role model for being deliberate with our online chess, but Captain, what do we need to do here? What's the mistake, Captain? Captain. Oh, aren't we losing our bishop here, Captain? Captain. Good job. Either way, I could have checked and then moved my queen and castled later. Huh? Captain, why are we pushing all the pawns in front of our king, man? What are we doing here? We want safe kings, don't we? Now think, hey, hold on. Don't before you move. Can I freeze it? 15 seconds. Here you go. Hey, take all the time. Survive as long as you can. Logically, you're not going to win this, Captain. No, Captain. Captain, how do I give you the move back? My chess prodigy. How do I do that? Can I give a move back? Oh, only on daily, unrated. See, Captain, do you see why I gave you all that time? because your king's in danger. We're not looking for good moves. We're surviving. Though it's true we shouldn't run low on clock when it's a situation like this that's dire, take your entire clock. Get better. Don't get mated. Captain. Battery. Battery. Batteries are always scary when we're learning. Now, once we have our first fun with a battery attack, have I not been sharing my screen this whole time? Whoops. But once we understand what a battery is and use it effectively, which at the beginner levels, it's like a charm, then we'll start using it when we shouldn't. We'll end up out of position just trying to make battery attacks happen when they're not appropriate. Battery attacks are kind of like creatine for a young athlete. Hey, this isn't steroids. This isn't really damaging my body that much, probably. And I'm getting stronger. I have more energy. Oh, wow. But in the long run, maybe you stop working out as hard. Think you can get by on the creatine. Then you just mess up your life. And that's what battery attacks do in chess. But in this instance, battery was successful. All right, Captain. It's been real. Hope Belgium is treating you well. And I've got to walk my dog and get some rest. We're probably not in a daily. Hey, do you mind to challenge me in another daily game, Captain? Daily challenge? You mind to challenge me? So yeah, I'm just moving shit. That's a tactic we need to see, Captain. Here, you got to move it. Let's say you move it there. We got G4. We're not just taking stuff to take stuff. Instead of anticipating +2 always, Kurt, just try not to worry about what the opponent's doing so much. I say anticipate +2 whether you're moving or it's your opponent's move. Only anticipate +2 when it's your move, man. Don't even worry about the opponent yet. Because if you anticipate +2 when it's your move with an emphasis on making sure that +1 isn't going to be a mate threat, that'll solve almost all your problems, man. You're a good player. You're a good player. It's just those oversights. And then after this, it's over because now you don't have a bishop. So never push those king pawns. When we're climbing, it's even more important. Just don't push them. Even if it's a good move, just don't push them. Every game needs to go deep so you get as many notations, see as many positions as possible. Don't push the pawns. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Not yet. Ever. Ever. And then once you get a little bit stronger, your defensive ability gets a little bit better, then maybe change the rule to only push the pawns if you're kicking a knight away. I would say only push the pawns if you're kicking a piece that's near you away, but usually that's going to be a knight anyway. Newer players are not good enough with a lot of material on the board to get their major pieces or even their bishops close to the king. So usually it's going to be a knight. So unless the pawn is moving an enemy knight in front of the king, leave them there. Leave them there. And eventually you can get to where you're playing without having to improve a piece of your game one at a time. But for now, Captain, I would recommend anticipating +2, making sure the next one isn't a mate threat when it's your move, and not even worrying about what the opponent's doing. Not only do we lose, we don't get to see the full game, so we don't get better. Thanks for the game, Captain. I'm signing off. Look forward to a daily challenge from you. What's the wrap it at? Down a little bit. That's all right. We'll keep working on it. Every game is a chance to learn, Captain. Isn't chess beautiful? Chess is like life, except for when we mess up on the battlefield of life, we can ruin our lives or others. Chess is just a big old playground where we can try things and eventually, with deliberate practice and consistency, become masters. All right. See you next time, Kurt. Good job.